Hey, everybody! I'm gonna shut the noise off. Hold on a second. Let's stop the rock and roll. Let's get ready to rock and roll. And another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. This is November 19th, everybody. November 19th. And we are 5 minutes behind schedule. So let's, without any further ado. Ow, what's wrong with the cat? I gotta pet the cat. The cat is not my friend right now. She's got issues for you, SHIB Cow. So SHIB Cow came out with a statement saying that SHIB would go to $3 after their massive burns. Now, I don't know if that's, I don't know how true that is, but anyway, just so that you're aware, SHIB Cow is part of the development team. Actually, he's the main guy for the development team because he's the one who created or made major accomplishments in Shibarium. And he's the reason why Shibarium is a success for the development team. And I'm not going to get into it. I'd rather not. The SHIB development team have their own agenda. I'm pretty sure that they understand what that is because I still don't understand what that is. They pride themselves on having everything to do in SHIB with the name, with making up a website on SHIB, and then having everything that they do also on that website as the major catalyst for SHIB, which, like I said, I didn't want to get into it. It's not my say. We would talk about the worldwide 50/50 raffle. Where are we? Hold on a second. I'll get right into it. Okay, hold on a second here. Got to get into the right email. Okay. Okay, so far we have no new wallet holders. So that means we didn't have any sales in the last 24 hours. Just so that you're aware. If anyone's using Read It, could you please give me a quick email on Read It? I'm having issues with posting. Yes, Midnight. My cat, by the way. She's adorable. She's a pest, but she's adorable. Aren't you? Aren't you? You're just so adorable. Just awesome. Wants attention all the time when she wants it. Cats are like that. When they want attention, you better give it to them. So that's when they want it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we'll give you an update on the price of SHIB and the amount of wallet holders. Now, I know everybody's so excited about wallet holders, and I'm excited because more wallet holders come in, the less supply there is for everybody. So we want to see every single person on the planet tell everybody about SHIB. And I'm going to share some news. I'm going to show some insights into what's going on with SHIB and the whole process of why we're here with the SHIB raffle. Now, the SHIB raffle by itself is supposed to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB with ticket sales. Unfortunately, if we don't sell tickets, we have to rely on good old people coming on and subscribing to the channel. And guess what? We're behind in that too. So I think that it's correlating with everything that's going on in the world. And there's no blame whatsoever on anybody that's in or out of SHIB. Let's get into comments. Where did I want to go? Okay, a second here. I'm going to view my channel. Intro, by the way, guys. This is a play-by-play. Okay, so with the live update, we'll get into today's session. First of all, we will bring you into which part is this? This is the if you look right here, these 1,429,644 wallet holders currently in SHIB. Now, is that good? That's awesome. That's awesome. We've gone up almost 1,100 new wallet holders in the last 24 hours. Woohoo! That is awesome news. We want to see that every second. We want to see this increase every second. If this increases every second like this, 12 to 13, 14, 1,500, you will see a drastic move in SHIB's price. Only because it will flush out, literally flush out all the traders. So everybody that's doing some trading back and forth, this continues on for like 3 or 4 days, 4 or 5 days. You're going to see those traders eventually fade out because they will have no money left. Because they'll be buying and selling, and then they're going to be shorting or going long, and it's going to help them understand why they are getting to the point where they're going to miss out. Yes, big shout out to Wenna. Thank you so much to her, and thanks so much for coming. Oh, there's Rowena Purse. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Love you. Awesome to see everybody coming on board. Coming in, being part of the community, help support the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. That is amazing. The more people we get to come in, the more subscribers we get, the better our the more community we rise or more community we teach and learn, the more the more value we make SHIB. Does that make sense? So the more value we make SHIB, the better off we all are. Supposed to get into the educational part of SHIB. We'll get into that in just a second. I'll just share these little locales with you. So on the other note, to help us with our valuations of SHIB is the reduction of SHIB. So we'll go into the burn addresses. Okay, we don't want that. We want this. We want the burn addresses. Here we go. There's 3 of them. Each one of these was developed by Vladimir Buterin, so it's not something I did or anybody else can say they did, or any part of the ecosystems that says that they did these things. They did none of these things. So the burn wallet was associated. The first one was built. You can see here 420 trillion sent to the dead end wallet. That's in the dead end wallet. It's supposed to be 410 trillion, but I see here it's 420. Not sure why, but that's interesting. Burn address 2 has got dead end wallet. No, sorry. That's got no affiliation with, that's just a burn wallet address. Sorry, geez, got no affiliation with how much has been sent here. It tells you right here. BlackBerry used to burn 6.7 billion in SHIB tokens. So there it does say there that Vladimir Buterin and the co-founder of Ethereum used to burn $6.7 billion. That's because he owed billions of dollars to the governments. I think 2 or 3 governments, or maybe just the Canadian government. and then the null wallet, and then this is called the black hole. Okay, so those are your three wallets right there that are used to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB. So proof that we are reducing. Now, let's go back into the burn wallet. Okay, hold on a second here. Boom, 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 boom. We'll go back in here. Okay, so up the top, it tells you the burns associated with the SHIB. Total burns associated. See, total burn from initial supply. Total current supply of SHIB. So this staked is included in this, okay? Circulating supply is this 583. This is this minus this gives you this. So circulating supply is this. This is the total circulating supply. So this is all that's left of the SHIB, okay? So on top, everybody gets confused. This is total supply, maximum total supply. No, 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 no. This is not maximum total supply. This was the total supply initialized from the initialization. This is the total, this is a maximum total supply that's left, okay? They got them confused. So once they get this fixed, it's going to say total maximum circulating supply. This is a circulating supply as it is right now. There's 5.483 trillion staked right now in SHIB. And it's very hard to stake SHIB because SHIB is on its own. So some platform has to come out and draw up something so that they can stake SHIB. Now, the ecosystem development team came out with the stake. Now, they're a separate entity. Like I said before, they're a separate entity. So if they're staking it, they're the ones giving you they're the ones giving you the reward for staking it. SHIB doesn't give out rewards because SHIB's not an entity. It doesn't have any governance. So that's one thing that the ecosystem team can pride themselves on, was this staking ability. Otherwise, it'd be zero staking. Okay, you'd have to come out with another platform that helps, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has, they set up a system where it can generate, right? So it's not proof of stake, it's mining. They come out with mining so that they can mine more Bitcoin. So and that's why we have a halving every 4 years. And SHIB doesn't have that. SHIB is always constantly reducing its circulating supply. So if it's constantly reducing its circulating supply, it adds value to the currency. Okay, where are we going from here? We're going straight into. Okay, so we're getting into the educational part of today's event. Again, we did not sell any tickets for the 50/50 raffle. So we are hosting another raffle tomorrow, 24 hours from now. Okay, the cutoff is 5:30. So everything has to be in before 5:30. So you look at the clock and say, okay, when can I possibly get into the raffle in the next little while? Okay, so the tickets are updated every hour, but I'm not changing them if it's only a little bit here and there. So if it's not fitting into that climax of 5 to 6%, 5 to 10%, I'm not bother changing it because SHIB fluctuates so much. And if anyone came in and listened to yesterday's podcast, I had issues with the sound again. So I fixed that for today's, and yesterday I had to go and do it twice because there was no sound. So I'm sorry if I lost anybody in yesterday's event. And if you did come back on and watch the video, I'm so sorry, but we did talk about going with KWD for a brief moment. Thought about it. It's not a good fit. Okay. For one, it's expensive. It would drop the price down a lot of SHIB. And it would mean that we would have a lot more burns, but it also would mean that everybody has to spend more in SHIB to get a ticket. And let's face it, no one's buying tickets now at half a pound, which is about 62 to 64 cents US. And right now it's sitting at about 90 cents Canadian because our Canadian dollar is down. So if you looked at it from that point of view, it's not feasible. Please keep in mind that majority of the exchanges that use the that use SHIB is an ERC20 token. I'm still sick, guys, so bear with me. Okay, so the ERC20 token is an Ethereum. So Ethereum charges 50 cents per transaction. So it costs, so if you're paying 92 cents Canadian for one ticket, you can do the math. 50 cents US is around 64, 65 cents Canadian. So you add that on to it, you're at $1.50 already per transaction if you only buy one ticket. It's just not feasible to buy one ticket. So you can buy one ticket, absolutely. You're going to pay about $1.50, but it's going to cost you 50 cents more or 64 cents more to buy five. So it's more sensible to buy 5 tickets for $2.50 a pound if you're looking at it that way. Or if you're looking at it in the terms of SHIB, it would be one ticket's going to be about, what is it right now? Hold on a second. To your White Sox. I'll get right into it. Okay. Someone who's already looking up the website would already know. To buy 20, let's go 20. It's 520,000 SHIBs, which is roughly 10 pounds. Okay, that's too much because that's going to be about $12 US. 5 sounds better. 130,000 SHIB. So to buy 130,000 SHIB, 5 tickets. It's going to be $2.5 pounds or 130,000 SHIB currently. What's SHIB's price right now? I don't want to know about that stuff. I want to know what SHIB's price right now. BTC's at 39. It's 93,000. 93,000. SHIB is at 24.46. Let me share the link so that no one thinks I'm joshing them. Okay, so BTC 92,283. Ethereum 3113. Solana 237. BNB 615. XRP 1111. So $1.11. Dogecoin 38.78. 38 cents. Remember, all this is in USDT. Cardano 76.12. Tron 19.88. SHIB number 11 on the list 24.6. SHIB should be here, right here, nestled in here. So if it's sitting at 28 billion, SHIB should be in this range here. Oh no, this is 375 billion, right? Market cap, yeah. Should be sitting in here around 500 billion. That's where it should be sitting, guys. It's not sitting there at all. And the reason why that is because it should be pretty steady. It shouldn't be moving like it is now. And that tells you exactly how far it needs to go. $14 billion market cap to approximately 500 billion market cap. A lot of people would say, well, that's just outrageous. It'd be like, no, that is not outrageous. What's outrageous is people don't understand why it should be there. That's the outrageous part. You don't understand why it should be there. And the reason why it should be there is because SHIB doesn't do any reductions until it starts what? Capital gains. Exactly. More people take advantage of the capital gain. They don't burn it when it's going down. They burn it when it's going up because of capital gains. To offset capital gains, you burn SHIB. It's that simple. And if you start burning SHIB every time it goes up, you have less supply, more demand. Less supply, more demand. Every time you do this. Okay, so remember when I told you about taking 1 cent and doubling it every day for 30 days, how much money would you have? Well, if you did it 1 penny, you would have over $10 million by the end of 31 days. Exactly. Now, do the opposite in reverse. Okay, so what happens is, I'm going to teach. Okay, everybody ready? 589 trillion. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? I'm going to educate you right now. Thanks, Babe's channel. Thanks, Rowena. Hello, SHIB family. Big, huge, massive shout out to everybody. Okay, so I'm going to teach you something right now. What does everybody want in this world? Every single person wants to be wealthy. There isn't a single person that doesn't want to make money. Everybody asks me for money all the time on Facebook. Every single person that I talk to, that he wants money. They want some sort of revenue that's coming in from somewhere, or somebody that wants to give them money. $5, $50, $60. I get asked all the time. I don't know about you, but I get asked all the time, every single time. My wife tells me all they're interested in is money. You should block them immediately. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, but the only problem is that's an audience, and they have a need, and that need is cash. They need that inflow of cash. Well, I'm about to share with you an educational tip. I want you to take the 589 trillion SHIB. Okay, got your calculator ready? Okay. Every time SHIB goes up 3x, 4x, 5x, I want you to think of it this way. People are going to take money off the table, especially those with a big holding. Okay, so anyone sitting with 10 billion SHIB in their account, they're going to take a percentage of that out. Now, they're not going to take it all out, and they're not going to take it all at once. But those with 10 billion or more are going to start liquidating their SHIB, because they're thinking it's going to go back down. And when they do, they got to pay capital gains. Now, it could be 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Okay? So we're going to do the minimum, 20%. So you take out 3 billion SHIB out of the equation from one wallet. Okay? They got to burn 20% of that before they take it out. So they got to take out 20% of the 3 billion and send it to the dead end wallet. Okay, so if you do that, what do we get? %20 of 3 billion. It's a lot of SHIB, isn't it? It's a massive number, right? Okay, so that's going to go to the reduction of SHIB right away, because they get to write that off on their taxes as capital loss compared to the capital gain. Now, how do I know that you can do that? You don't have to worry about it, because Vladimir Putin did it for you back in 2001, which nobody caught on to, not even Vladimir Putin. And he did it because he wanted to pay no taxes. And this was his way of paying no taxes, by burning $67 billion worth, $6.7 billion worth of SHIB at that time. Now that would be, hundreds of millions. But he didn't know that at that time, that by doing this is going to increase that much. Like, you think about it, how much did it increase SHIB's price when he did that? It didn't double. If it doubled, that's where it should be, right? It shouldn't have doubled. It shouldn't have went any more than double, right? But it went a lot higher than double. It went ballistic. It went 100 times. 100 times. So think about it this way. If you burn another 410 trillion SHIB, and you got an increase of 100 times your money, you can just imagine how much people would be burning SHIB if they got 100 times their money. Oh, wow, I'd be on fire, right? Exactly. SHIB would be on fire, but it's not. Why? No one's burning it. No, well, they're burning it. They're just burning it really, really slowly, because it hasn't caught on yet. It hasn't gotten enough people behind it. And how much do you have to invest in SHIB to get to see a big climb? How much do you need to invest? And a lot of people are going to say you need to invest billions of SHIB. You have to buy billions of SHIB. You have to spend $100,000 to $200,000 in SHIB to make it worth your while on the next bull run, so you're a multimillionaire. And I'm going to sit there and say to you, you don't have to take that risk. You only need to buy whatever you can afford to lose. So I'm like, okay, everybody sits there and tells you that, oh, if you invest $50 in the next 40 years, you might see a big, massive return. You know, they said the exact same thing would happen to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin doesn't reduce a single coin. Not a single coin does Bitcoin reduce. Not a single one. The US dollar, the mighty US dollar, how many do they not mint? How many do they destroy that they don't recover from? Replenish what they've already reduced. Zero. They always reduce double what they burn. You know why? Because they have to account for every single dollar that's in circulation to help with the economy. SHIB is the opposite. SHIB is a one-time in your lifetime event. No other person will think of it, and no other person will do it. The fact that we even have SHIB is a godsend. Only way to say it's a godsend. It just never happens. So when you have something that's given to you, you're supposed to exploit it. And that's the truth of it. When you have something that's given to you that this good, you're supposed to exploit it. You tell everybody. The reason why you tell everybody is because it never happens, guys. It never happens. That's why everybody tells you this is too good to be true. Like you talk to your accountant, you talk to your professionals, you talk to lenders. They say a currency that works backwards. That's impossible. No currency in the world works backwards. If that were the case, every single person would be invested in it. Do you listen to it? Every single person on the planet would be invested in it. Fear of missing out. FOMO. Fear of missing out. Why? Because everybody would want it. Because there's only so much supply. After that supply is I want you to do, okay, so we did that, right? With the reduction to 20%. Now we'll increase that to how many people hold 10 billion or more SHIB, right? Not very many. How many hold at least 10 billion SHIB? Okay, well, the top 100 wallet holders, which are mostly exchanges, hold at least 1 trillion SHIB. Okay? The top 100 wallet holders almost hold one. If you do the average, it's like 5 trillion each, but it's not. Okay? And they're not all exchanges. Some of them are banks. I'm going to let you know a little secret. Some of those are banks. Shiba Inu holds about 3.7 trillion right now. They had 8 trillion at one time, guys. Now they're down to 3.4 because they've sold it to pay for their activities. Gabi, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Gabri. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm not very good with names. Thanks for coming. Big shout out. Appreciate everybody who comes on and takes part. Okay, so we were talking about reducing the circulating supply of SHIB. And you notice that the circulating supply of SHIB only goes down when the price goes up. And there's a reason for that. Okay, and then I was telling everybody about the 1 cent rule. Okay, so if you had 1 cent, you doubled it for the next 31 days, you'd have over $10 million. What happens if you had 589 trillion supply and you started reducing it on 3 or 4x on the gains, 3 or 4x, but you're only talking about the top wallet holders that hold at least 10 billion SHIB or more. And they started doing a recap and saying, I'm going to burn 20% of my 3 billion that I want to take out. So out of the 3 billion I want to take out, I'm going to burn 20% of that because I have to pay that to the government. We're going to do the low end scale. And then if every single person started to do that, what would happen to the supply? Very quickly, it would be depleted. As we go up 2 to 3x, every time we do a 2 to 3x, we have everybody starting to liquidate. They're taking out 20% and reducing the circulating supply. Then the next group of people after the next, where as it gets higher, the amount that's going, the people are going down, right? So now we're at 1 billion people. 1 billion SHIB accounts, or 1 billion in SHIB wallets, and then 20% of that is getting reduced. So what does that mean for everybody? What kind of aptitude is that for everybody? Well, within a very short period of time, you're going to start seeing the circulating supply completely diminish rapidly. But as we slow down, as we get up in price, like up to close to 1 cent, what happens is everybody who wanted to get out is out, and the burn rates have exceeded. Now the burn rates are going to start slowing down again, because 2 to 3x, we can only do 2 to 3x so many times, and then we're into 10x and 20x and 30x, and then we're talking between 50 to 70 trillion gone into the dead end wallets, and we're looking at a price of 3099, right? It's close to 1 cent, but it's not there. Everybody's got that 1 cent dream, but the truth of the matter is nobody's going to wait for that 1 cent. Everybody's going to start getting out of it before then. That is why it's so important that everybody start to realize that everybody needs to get into SHIB, because not even they realize what they're talking about. Because they're going to have hundreds of millions of SHIB left when they started with hundreds of billions of SHIB, right? And then it's reduced because they're reducing the circulating supply. And those that bought at 301, 302, they're going to be doing the same thing. When at 3x's, 5x's, 10x's, they're going to reduce the circulating supply because it offsets the capital gains that they have to pay. And how do we know that? Vladimir Buterin did that for them in 2001. He burned 410 trillion, $6.7 billion worth of SHIB to avoid paying taxes. Why wouldn't everybody else do the exact same thing? Exactly. Why wouldn't they do the exact same thing? It just makes perfect sense why people would be doing that. The other part of this is the more people that come in to SHIB, the higher the value that SHIB goes. Because if you did the math on it and go, okay, if 300 million people, now I know everybody sits there and goes, 300 million people, where are these coming from? We have 8 billion people on the planet. How many of them are happy with their financial situation right now? Come on, 1%, right? 1% of the world are happy about their financial situation. And that 1% is always looking at ways to make even more money. Just give me a second, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Had to let the cat out. I'm still got the sniffles. I'm still not down. I'm still down with the weather. Okay, so we'll get into the entertainment part of this, lighten it up a little bit, because I know that everybody gets a little wee. It's a little crazy. So we'll do some little rock, do some little roll, do some popping. Cha turkey. Go a little nuts. Okay, so that's my 2 bits on SHIB. We're supposed to get into some education, and that's your educational part of this whole perspective of SHIB. Again, we drive more people in, we increase the value. We reduce, we drive up the value. What's the whole purpose of the 50-50 raffle? To bring us all together as a big family. To have fun, burn some SHIB, celebrate, give prizes in SHIB. Okay? The whole idea is that we reduce the circulating supply while we bring in more and more people. Bring in more people, increase the value. Burn, increase the value. We're doing the exact same thing twice as fast. That's the whole purpose of it. All it does is it increases the amount of exposure that we're getting in SHIB. So if anybody understands that, that would be like, that's what the 50-50 raffle is all about. A lot of people think that because we're hosting a 50-50 raffle, it's a live event, guys. So everything's a third-party generator that we use for the raffle. It's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the my trustee and people we hire from the trustees. Okay, so like I'm the chairman, trustee, chairman, and then I have a trustee, and then we hire out from there. And anyone's interested, please let us know. Make a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like. You got to take part, guys. If you want to be part of the raffle draw, you have to take part in it. You have to take part in it because we need to talk to you live. We have to bring you on, send you an invite, personal invite, send you, and then if we talk to you and if you're comfortable about speaking about the data, because we'll send you links to the email verifications, and then we'll give you a list of all the names that were sent to us. And then we record all that and we send it off to the generator. And then we proof of stake, right? We got to prove that these names are legit and that the wallet addresses and everything is perfectly aligned, right? There's no dipping. And then when we do the draw, depending how many draws we do, we'd have to sell over 4,100,000 to have a second draw, just so you know. Yes, we do pay a maximum of 1 million pounds worth of SHIB, okay? I think right now it's like around 56 billion SHIB that we'd be sending out to somebody's wallet. I think that's the max that we'd send out. Right now, if the price goes down, of course, you get more SHIB. And with the reduction, hey, you have to wait 7 days anyway before the money's actually sent to your wallet that you can trade it, that you can exchange it for cash or whatever. It takes, I think, between 5 to 7 business days once you get that money sent to your wallet. Then you can sell it. You might have to pay capital gains on it because by the time you get it and the time that you can trade it, we've had 7 days of accumulation and 7 days of potential burns that we've done. So that would increase the price drastically. So you could be looking at more, right? Yes, I sent a big shout out to Gabri. Where are you from, Gabri? Where are you from? Where are you coming from? Did you like and subscribe? Did you like the channel? Yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Remember, you're a host. All the money that's collected in this channel, 80% of it goes to the SHIB burns. Tell everybody. Get everybody in here. Everything that we make on this channel, 80% of it is sent to the dead end wallets in SHIB. We burn it live, guys. We do it live. We do everything live on this channel. Okay, so all the money that's sent in, all the money collected, we burn it. Okay, so 80% of it from the channel sources itself. So anything that this channel makes, all proceeds. So if we host certain events and we get paid for by other subscribers, all that goes into the wall. That goes into the YouTube postings. So all money collected from YouTube and all the money collected from outside sources, partnerships, anything like that, all goes towards the burn. 80% of it. Okay. 20% kept for administration. That's it. 20%. If we make a certain amount of money, I'm pretty sure that we'll only keep a certain amount of that money. After about 6 to 9 months, that'd be accumulated. And then that's it. That's all we cap. And then we burn the rest. Just so that we can make enough for the year to get us through the year. And then if we have more at the end of the year, we'll do a bonus burn so that we would see a massive reduction in SHIB circulating supply. So everybody get a big bonus before the end of the year. I think that's a big thing. So I think that would be a big step in the right direction too. Just for everybody. If we had 5 or 6 million subscribers and we had about 3 million to 4 million hits a day, we would probably around $28,000 a year, or $28,000 a month, $28,000. We would definitely burn 80% of that, right? That would leave us with 20%, with about 5 to 6 million people watching us daily. Again, it takes a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like that would increase. I did talk about Amazon. I don't know if anyone caught Amazon before, what was going on with Amazon. So with the Amazon, the links are on the website, and they're under accumulation. I'll take you into it right now. After these messages, we'll be right back. Okay, so accumulation. I have not updated the burn accumulation. I don't think it has changed very much. SHIB burn, Shibarium accumulation. Shibarium removed 56,633,249,303 from SHIB's total supply. And we want to send them a massive shout out for doing that. That's awesome. I think that when we see that, that's awesome, but they haven't done anything prior. And when we see a massive influx of people getting into SHIB, I think that it speaks volumes that way. Hold on a second here. I got to change a few things. Go to accumulation. We'll do some changes. First, I got to change accumulation. Hold on to your bobby socks. Let's rock. I want to rock. I want to rock you. All right, so we'll get right into this. We'll do some upkeep here. Yeah, so it's 816,963. 204. 240. 40. And the total maximum supply, 183. So 183 million. 063. I'm going to update this for you in a second here, guys. 759. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Okay. So yeah, here's the update. And then the update. Okay, then total number of supplies right there. Okay. I talked about this yesterday. I touched on it, I believe, for a little while. Amazon. Everybody should be aware of this. Okay, Amazon has agreed to use 1% to 1.5% from the profits to reduce from its profits to reduce SHIB circulating supply. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so why is this important? Well, it's only one company. SHIB is accepted by about 30 companies, 150,000 or no, 50,000 BTC machines, and it's growing exponentially. Okay, Ripple. I don't know if you guys, it's not XRP. It's a Ripple machine. It's in Canada. And we have 5 of them in Calgary alone. And there's another, I think, 30 or 40 of them in Ontario and Montreal. I think they got 50 or 60 in Montreal. Okay, these machines accept Bitcoin. They also accept 30 other tokens. And in there is SHIB. Now, SHIB is accepted by Taylor Swift, McDonald's in the US in certain states. Also, Burger King accepts SHIB in certain states. And I believe it's the lower mainland areas or the Sunline Belt of the United States. That's where they accept them. That's where the most of them accept SHIB as currency. Now, the reason why they accept SHIB, because it's not just SHIB, they also accept Deutsch, a few other top 50 coins, is because of Bybit. Okay, so Bybit is the one that is responsible for that sets that up. And got to keep in mind that everybody that buys anything with the SHIB tokens, there's a burn associated with that. Every single organization on the planet has agreed to that once they accept SHIB as payment. But nobody wants to be remembered like the pizza, Bitcoin pizza guy. Nobody. So what are your chances of buying a pizza with SHIB? Probably zero. And everybody's afraid of that because that's exactly what they're afraid of is. But you talk to traders every single day. You see them. Hold on. Let's go into an account, right? Let's go into this. Remember this? We'll do an account. Bitcoin. Do you remember what price Bitcoin was at when the pizza guy paid for his 2 pizzas in Bitcoin? Anybody recall how much Bitcoin was worth at that time? Wasn't it worth like 25 to 30 cents? That was worthless, right? And he had, I think, 60,000 Bitcoin. And he traded his 60,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Anyone recall that? Or 6,000 or 8,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. And somebody took him up on it. They took his Bitcoin and they gave him 2 pizzas. They sent him 2 pizzas. Anyone recall that? Okay. SHIB is a lot less than 25 cents. It's 4025. Okay. And if someone bought a pizza with their SHIB and they come back later and say, I had millions of SHIB and I gave them away for a burger. I went and spent 6 million or 20 million SHIB on a burger and fries and a shake and a dessert. God knows what, right? And I got that. And then later on, 5 years later, what happens? SHIB is sitting in here at $3, $4, $5, $6. He just paid $30 million or $25 million. And he's going to go down in history as the guy that paid for his sandwich that he could have bought the goddamn franchise with. You know what I'm saying? So no one wants to go down in history for that. But they don't mind selling it and trading it for that. That's the truth of it. And that's where the fun is. How many people are going to come back and say, yeah, I sold my SHIB at 30 and I was happy to sell it. Yeah, but now it's worth $5-6. Now what? They're not going to be anywhere. No one's going to come out and say I traded that at that price. I was out of it because I didn't think it was going anywhere. SHIB wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't doing anything. But all the exchanges are buying it, and they're buying it quick. The banks are starting to buy it. Yeah, better believe it. They're starting to buy it. Okay, so if they're starting to buy it, what's going on? How come it's not going up? Because they're smart investors. They're the ones jumping in when it's going down, not up. You got to remember that. Every time it's going down, that's when they're accumulating, not when it's going up. The only ones who buy on the up are us, the customers. Okay, we're not retailers. We're customers. We buy it when it's moving. We don't want to buy anything that's not moving. Buying something that's not moving doesn't make sense to everybody. They want to buy it when it's moving and moving in the up direction. So they're always buying on the opposite. They're always buying on the dips, not the increases. They're always buying on the dips. So they watch those service indexes like a mad dog. And when they see it on the opposite, when they see it where it's tipped towards fear, That's when they're accumulating. When it's in the greed, they're letting us buy it. They're not buying it. They're letting the other people buy it because we have a fear of missing out. They don't care. We'll miss out. We want the fear. Okay. So what they want to do is they want to sell that fear to you. It's time to get out. Everybody, time to get out. They pay people to put that fear in there because they have the money to do that. Because that's what they do. Because they're not interested in 100 million SHIB. They're not interested in 800 million SHIB. They're interested in trillions of SHIB, 800 billion SHIB. They don't care about your little, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 moves. They're interested in the $1 million moves, $2 million moves, $8 million, $20 million moves, and they want to buy it at the cheapest price they can get it at. That's why they look at it and say, I want in at the lowest price possible. So the maximum amount of fear I can put on them will drive the price down. So then all of a sudden the max greed comes in and then the fear. Because, everybody starts to sell it. And then when they sell it, they want to increase that fear. So it goes into the red. Okay, because you have that middle. They don't want the middle. They want it right at the red, in the deep end. And that's when they start accumulating it. And that's when they want to put massive numbers towards it. Everybody else is trying to bail on it, and they're the ones buying it. So I want you to keep that in mind. And when SHIB, this is why I love SHIB so much, okay, guys, compared to every other coin out there, no governance, zero governance means that they are in control because it's investors for investors. I'll say that again. It's investors for investors. So when you have investors for investors, the only ones that can manipulate it are the investors. So there's no governing body. There's no CEO, CFO, board of directors that we have to pay for. There's none of that. Okay, if they don't make any money, they're not going to dump a whole bunch of SHIB on the marketplace. It'd have to be a consignment from every single investor out there that they're suffering so that they would sell their SHIB and do something else with it. But when you sell SHIB, you're selling something of value for something of lesser value. Make sense? So when you sell SHIB, SHIB is a value. It's value play, like gold. When you sell gold, when you take your gold off and sell it, you lose what? Collateral. Massive amounts of collateral because you changed that value into something of lesser value. So now that bar is even worth more money because now they sell it at a higher premium because you sold it because you need the cash. But that cash isn't worth anything. The cash that you bought, your fiat currency, has a massive deficit with it. Well, that deficit is carried over now because now that deficit's even more as you sold your gold for it. If you leveraged it instead of you borrowed against the gold, because now that's a value, you borrow against it, and then invested some more back into the gold, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Because you're adding to the value of gold. That's exactly it. You're adding, not taking it away. So this would be the exact same idea. Instead of selling your SHIB, you're borrowing other currencies to increase the amount of holdings that you have in SHIB. That would actually be more sensible because you're taking that currency that you're using, putting it on there. Now, I want you to start thinking bigger, like you're a conglomerate, and you need a write-off. And you want to set up a SHIB account to leverage because SHIB is a value. So I can lend out people's currency, hold the SHIB against it, and leverage that currency out so that I'm lending out fiat currency backed in SHIB. So much like gold, you're lending out in fiat currency. So each conglomerate does this. Every time you make a payment back to them or an exchange back to them, they initialize a burn. Now, why they would do that? Now, why would any conglomerate do that? Well, reducing the supply means what? Increasing the value. So the more I increase the value of SHIB, the higher my earnings grow. What did I do? What did I just do? I just increased my earnings and I'm growing. How fast am I growing? Not very fast, right? But that money is not my money. That money is everybody's money. And then I'm burning it. I'm using it to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB with it. I'm going to increase the value of SHIB by doing it. Now, if I do that on a massive scale, I get tax returns back to me because I reduce the circulating supply of SHIB as a goodwill. Not even my money. Okay? I didn't even use a cent of my money to do it. And now I get to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB and grow in SHIB value. Now you have 20 conglomerates doing it, 30 conglomerates doing it. And then on top of that, you have Amazon, Alibaba, GM, Ford, Chrysler, Fiat, Mercedes, all these big companies, BYD, China, Hong Kong. All of a sudden, you start to see the big picture. All these companies are going to want to do it. Why would they do that? It doesn't cost them anything, and the return is massive. As they get to reduce it, they get a kickback from the government, so they're getting paid to reduce SHIB and increase their wealth at the same time. So they're not doing a thing. All they're doing is moving money around. That's all they're doing, and they're reaping the benefits of it. And why does everybody need to get into it? Because this right now is only seen by a very select few people out of the world. And I'm telling you, once everybody starts catching on to what's going on, there is not a single person that won't take advantage of it. Not a single person that's going to try and get in. But it's going to be a little late when they try, because we're buying it at around that $500 billion market cap that everybody thinks is a market cap. SHIB is a currency. And as soon as you wrap your head around it, you'll understand just how powerful that is, because we'll have the supply reduced to billions, not trillions, and it won't be hundreds of billions. It will be 30, 50, 60 billion SHIB left, and still reducing its circulating supply on a massive scale, because every single company, every single organization on the planet will be reducing its circulating supply. And then you get to see just how fast, how everybody's fluctuating the currency, how many people are coming in and out of the currency all the time. That's exactly what's going to happen to SHIB's circulating supply. It's going to be like a Rolodex, going down, not up. So you have less supply, more demand. Less supply, more demand. Everybody wins in SHIB. Not a single person should be left out of this massive loophole that everybody can take advantage of right now, because it's extremely cheap. And that's why it's so important to let everybody know and get everybody on board so that everybody can win. And nobody has to be left behind. And everybody gets to have a massive stake in SHIB. And you ask yourself, why the raffle? Okay, the raffle is to bring awareness and help educate the people who understand what it means to be reducing and increasing the demand. Okay, more people coming in increases the demand. More people coming in increases demand. The more we have, the bigger the family, the more everybody can take part in having a world currency. And that's the whole thing. SHIB is really small right now. It's only got 1.49, 1.5, 1.42, okay? 1.4, 1.43 basically. We'll do an update. We'll share the thread. Okay, 1,429,695. You're going to see this acting like a roller wheel. You're going to see people coming in. You won't see anybody going out. You'll see people coming in, because the amount of people that are going out won't match the amount of people coming in. Okay, we're always going to have people coming in and out, but the more people are going to come in than going out. And the reason for that is there's not a single person that doesn't want to make money. And when it catches on, nobody wants to get out of it. Until they get to a certain point where, hey, I can pay off my mortgage with it. I understand. I'm going to be selling it at, I'm going to be selling value, but I'll pay off my mortgage, pay off my bills. It helped me out. It gets me wealthier. Well, you know what? and that, all the power to you if you can't hold it, right? But I'm letting you know that because you're selling it, others get a chance to buy it at that price that you're selling it at. That doesn't seem like a lot right now. It's only got 1.429 million wallet holders. Wait till that's 50 million wallet holders and 100 million wallet holders and 300 million wallet holders and 500 million wallet holders. And you're saying to yourself, that'll never happen. It's going to take too long of a process. It is a currency that is working backwards, guys, backwards. So everybody wants to make money. There's not a single soul on the planet that doesn't want to make money. They just don't know about it. And it's not being advertised that way either. So if it's not being advertised, except by me, and we're not driving in enough people to the SHIB 50/50 raffle to be educated, guess what? It takes a long time for this process to start building on itself. That is true. But how many people want to be unhappy in money, finances? How many people don't want to make any money? And if you're thinking of this like a Powerball, like I was doing earlier with the lottery, your lottery draws. How many people buy a lottery ticket when there's a Powerball of $200 million? Everybody piles into it. Not a single soul just drops out of it. Everyone wants to be part of that Powerball. Everybody wants to be part of the SHIB raffle because there's a massive chance that you could be walking away with £1 million if we sell 4,100,000 raffle tickets. You get a winner is going to have £1 million worth of SHIB. 56 billion SHIB awarded to them plus, right? That's massive. Everybody wants to be part of that. Okay, but we only do 1 million per person. So the maximum that you can win is £1 million per person in SHIB. So the 56 billion SHIB gets sent off to this person, and then the maximum again would be 56 billion to the next person. So we could have 5 or 6 winners depending how many tickets we sell. We sell hundreds of millions of tickets. We'll have a lot of winners, right? A lot of winners. 40 billion, we'd have 10. Not 40 billion. We sold 40 billion tickets, guys. We can't sell 40 billion tickets. Sorry. The maximum amount of tickets we can sell right now, I believe, is 22 billion tickets right now. The max that we can sell. That means if we sold that many, half the supply is gone. Okay, the rest is awarded to the winners because we're reducing the circulating supply. So half the supply is gone. So it'd be big. Woohoo! SHIB's gonna go to the moon, right? That's the thing. That's everybody's dream, right? Everybody wants that $7, $10, $15 SHIB price. That would be instantaneous. Why? Half the supply is gone. Half the supply is gone to the winners, and they have to wait 5 to 7 days to access that money. So all that money is sitting there. So for the next 5 to 7 days, everybody's just small trades back and forth, back and forth. All the ones that didn't take part in the raffle, they're the only ones able to trade SHIB. Guess where SHIB's going? Because there's no supply left, it's going to probably go higher. Now, only a nut would sell it at a lower price, but that's just me. Because they know half the supply is gone and the other half is held by the other multimillionaires right now. And then when they sell it back to you on the market, they're going to be selling it for probably 10 to 15 times more than what they paid, what they got awarded for it. So that tells you right there, unless they all try and sell it all at once on the market, then it would be a different story. It would drop the price right back down, probably below where they even bought their tickets. And then the same process happens. Okay, everybody starts buying more and more tickets, right? And then we do the exact same thing the next time. We got half that supply again. So now we're at 274. Now we're at 135. 135 trillion left in supply. Do the exact same thing, and then we're looking at, okay, now we can, we only have this much SHIB in supply. And they go, well, how come there's a bigger supply of SHIB? Well, that's because what happens is the more the value of SHIB is, also that means that we have that much more supply. Makes sense? Because everything's based on the half a pound in SHIB. So as we get closer, we get par with the pound. As we get closer to that half a pound, that means that there's more and more supply as we get closer. So then we have more and more to reduce. Okay? So we're still selling tickets. Everybody's still buying tickets. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's woohoo. We get to burn it. We get to earn. Get to burn. We get to earn. And we're bringing in more and more people into SHIB as we go. This is awesome. I wish we could have a rally based on that. We're having fun, bringing in people, and watching the reduction in SHIB happening on a massive scale. That's the whole purpose of the raffle, is to educate everybody on the planet to make you money. We want to make you money. That's the bottom line. We want to make every single person as rich as they can. And that's the whole purpose of this, is to educate every single person on the planet with SHIB and why SHIB is so important to every single person that needs to get in. Okay, thank you so much for everybody for coming. Don't forget to that you're like and subscribe to the channel. Remember to tell everybody about the SHIB raffle and bring everybody to the YouTube channel, because they don't have to buy anything. All they got to do is come, take part, be part of a ongoing family, and give a big like, subscribe, and watch us burn even more SHIB just with the YouTube channel and all the affiliate programming with the YouTube channel and Facebook. Okay, that's my commitment to you, the SHIB community. This isn't just about selling raffle tickets and bringing everybody in through the raffle. This is about bringing people together as a family, and then everybody taking part in that family. And if you want to get into making money with the data entry, because we need data entry as we sell more and more tickets. Right now, we haven't sold any tickets. Right now, we're waiting for the next raffle draw within the next 24 hours. I think I showed you the clock. Yeah, 23 hours, 2 minutes, and 15 seconds. And I'll share the link. And I got to call it a night, guys. I'm still not feeling well. Big shout out to Rowena, Babe's channel. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Thank you. Remember that if you like the channel, you subscribe to it. Give a big thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. The reason why we do this is because we want to bring awareness to SHIB, right? We want to bring awareness to SHIB, and we want everybody to understand what SHIB is and what SHIB can do for you and for your family, friends, and relatives. The price goes down, the more we love it. Why is that? Well, because that gives you an opportunity to buy more, and it gives everybody a chance to get in at a lower price. And what's wrong with that? Not a thing. But treat it like a raffle ticket, and you'll be fine. How much to invest? Okay, everybody, stop looking at the 589 trillion in supply, circulating supply. We have ways around it. What people have to do is start getting educated. You don't need much to get in. A raffle ticket. If you think that's too small, every 2 weeks, buy some SHIB. Set up your calendar, buy more SHIB. $25 every raffle. Remember, if you're buying a raffle ticket, when you buy that raffle ticket and the raffle's over, you didn't win. That money is gone. It's gone, right? You already spent it. You do the exact same thing with SHIB, okay? $25 to buy a ticket. Not a ticket. Buy SHIB, and every 2 weeks you buy $25. That money is gone. That money's invested, but you got to look at it as gone, okay? If you do that within a very short period of time with this raffle, with telling everybody and communicating everybody, you can see where it's going to go. As you're adding more and more value to SHIB, you're gaining more and more interest in it. And that's the bottom line. All right, guys. Anyway, God bless each and every one of you. This is your host, Will. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. We'll rock out with you. Just give me a second. Just say the word. Big shout out to Babes. Big shout out to Rowena Burgess, Babe's channel. Gab, Babes, thank you so much for coming. Gab, thank you so much for coming. Love you all. Take good care. Make sure you share this link with everybody. Remember, we're all about having fun, taking part, and having a blast while we're making money. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that everybody has a good time. No one feels left out of anything. And we want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to take part in the biggest family organization in the world. And I want every single buddy. I want 7 billion people watching me every single day, having a hoot of a time. Reducing the circulating supply is what we want to do. This is where we want to be. And I want to see everybody having fun doing it. And that's the bottom line. And if we can do that on a regular basis, we can have a great show every single night. That's what I want. I want everybody to be successful. And there's nothing wrong with that. Cheers. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves every single one of you. Thank you. God bless you. We'll rock it.